Founded in 2004, ASTRUMS Consulting is involved in IT specialization such as SAP services, SAP consulting and development, application support, database management, IT management services, customized application development, and support management. In 2010, ASTRUM Consulting merged with another German consulting firm, Hartung Consult, and in year 2016, ASTRUMS became the part of a public listed company in Germany under SNP AG to have a global footprint and more business opportunities.
My name is Srinivas. People call me Srini. I was born in India, in Kerala, in 1970, March 23rd. In my family, I'm the last child, and I have two brother and sister. In fact, they born and brought up in Singapore. I'm the last child, so my mother went back to deliver me in India. So the government of Singapore during that time, it was restriction that child not born in Singapore, they cannot come as a citizen. So then I stayed with my mother until 10 years of my age. Then my father that time tried many situations to brought me back also to Singapore. So because of the restriction that time, I have to left over in India. I do my schooling in primary, secondary school are actually in a village called Kollam district in Paravur. And I do till my graduation in Bachelor of Commerce in Kerala University. I was studied there. In between, in my childhood, I visited Singapore, my siblings here. Then I went back, then I continued my studies. I also do some diploma studies in IT, So, but there was a learning lesson. It's actually when you are alone, you are happen to do everything yourself. There's nobody's there to, So it gives you more how you are independent. So then I'm looking after all these properties and all those things, managing people to look after our houses, properties and all those stuff. So that's way how to take the leadership and how to manage with the people, how to communicate with the people. These are the positive side of it. Even the negative side is maybe you are alone. When I came to Singapore, then I started to do my studies. Continuously, I'm looking for a job. Then I managed to get into a job in one of the German company called Degussa. It is an electronics company. I joined as a network engineer. So I was with that organization almost 5 years. During my studies, actually I was looking into go to like Sibl Square. I buy parts and assemble computer for people who are the home people. I utilize my those bachelor life. I would say it's more fruitful. Where every weekend I go and around to do some activities myself. I make it as a hobby. This hobby is actually helped me later on to be an entrepreneur. So the things can be done. It's nothing is actually, it is rocket science. As long as you have the interest, you have the right attitude, you have the right behavior. So I'm not really, how much the people are going to give to me at the end of this is not my intention. So I'm not looking at how much I will get. So I just wanted to utilize my time, and so this will give me. Then after that, I wanted to move into consulting organization. So from there I tried to learn a lot of things, then again I'm trying to do many things independently on that organization. So I learned a lot of things. Then I wanted to move to a consultancy. Then I exit from there. Then I joined a Dutch company called Origin Technologies, which is coming under the Philips. Then this company got bought over by another French company. Then it's become a merger. Then there's some restructuring. Then I move out. Then this organization sent me to Europe. So I was in Netherlands for many months. Then I came back. Then I shifted to another organization like Fujitsu. Then I was in Fujitsu as a project manager. Then I was looking after Singapore Airlines for 2 years projects. Then I was thinking that then after that, as the sequence I saw, like every 2 years, 3 years, you have to change your job. That become the trend, economic down, either the organizational issue or people change the organization, the business downtime. So these are my working experience. I started in year 2004 ASTRUMS in Singapore. So when I started, I just exit from my last job. Then I create this company. Who given me the first job? My ex-companies, my ex-bosses. They are the one actually give the opportunity for me to start the business. So these are the motivations. So they given the opportunity to start up the organization. Later, my brother came and invest in my business. Yeah. So today, like for me, who is my, I have to respect the most is my brother. So he brought me to Singapore, so give me the opportunity. So again, when somebody give an opportunity, you have to take it. Opportunity never wait for you. So when I started the business, he's the first person to come and do the investment. So also an opportunity. Later, when come to the situation, then he exited. So then I would be able to take it forward. Somebody give an opportunity, you spoil the opportunity is not motivating the other person, right? So people give the opportunity, take it. People only can give opportunity, they cannot find your destiny. You have to find your destiny. Year 2006, we started in Malaysia. Singapore is always in IT market is saturated. It's a very competitive and challenge. And why I started an organization, it was not looking at a point of money. To make so much of money, that is not my motive. My motive is actually, I wanted to start up an organization. I need to bring opportunity or give growth to the people. Sometimes when there is a downturn happen also, there are opportunities. Today you have maybe you have to make a profit. When there is a downturn happen, you don't give up. You don't end for the profit. You do it in cost. So you have the sustainability is important business than making a profit. This is my belief. That's why even today 70% of my revenue is coming from the repeated business from the same customer. Because my policy is finding a customer is expensive. Finding a new customer is expensive. Retaining the existing customer is zero cost. So you have this kind of thinking, and you don't look at, you don't need to look for money. The money will look for you if you focus on your job or whatever the activity you are involved in. Then in between, I was year 2010 when I was in difficulties. I merged with another German organization called Hartung Consult. So when I merged with them in year 2010, I got a support global because they got an office in China and Germany. So they got a global projects. So these projects, anything coming under Southeast Asia, it become under my responsibility. So I get opportunities through them. Now the whole organization, Hartung Consult, and part of Astrum is bought over by another public listed company. They have a product. So I think maybe next 5 years, I think the growth is much different. Even the last year, our growth is actually almost more than 50% to 80%. I would not say that it is my effort alone. It is the teamwork. The people who are in the organization, they know that there is a potential in the organization. Most of the people are long-term with the organization. They're not short-term people. And our turnover of people living are all very less. So I always tell my people, I don't need so many customers. You only need some good customer with you. You need some good employees with you. So maybe if I go to other company, maybe I will get more, but they don't see a stability or that kind of the culture, the freedom they have in the organization. So this is actually motivate them to retain in the organization. If you have an opportunity or you have the courage, you always come to an entrepreneurship. Okay, one thing, you should have a dedication what you are doing. You should have a very good attitude. Your focus should be actually is delivery. I can say, I always tell today, I tell the people, if you have an opportunity to start a business, an entrepreneur, you do it, because you're giving opportunity to other people. I always tell people that work hard, work smart, do things at the right things at the first time, not trying to do it and again and again,